There we go.
Hi.
Oh, it's been so long since I've seen you.
I know, right? So, today I'm coming in to see you. Is it reading workshop or
Writer's
writing?
workshop.
Okay, so writer's workshop. And can you tell me what your mini lesson's going to be?
Yes, it's actually my writer's secret and minis lesson, so
okay.
it's combined. So it's going to be that writers revise their draft to include better word choice or more alliteration. And the writer's secret is that writers add words or take them out to make their writing sound better.
Awesome.
And then I have an example from John Sheshka where he changed some of his words in his writing. It's actually from his website, so it's kind of cool. They get
That
to
is
see his
really
actual writing.
cool. So is that like going to be your, are you going to start out with an author talk with him, or are you
Yes.
going to wait?
I am. I'm going to start with his author talk,
Okay.
and then I'll show some of his frequently asked questions. And one of his quotes is, I never know exactly how long it takes me to write a book. I'm always writing down ideas, and then I write a first draft, then I rewrite and rewrite and rewrite until I get the story just the way I like it. Like, I
love
want
that.
kids to get this cemented in their head, because right now they're
Yeah.
at this point where I'm writing it, I'm done, I'm all
Yeah.
done, and it's just like, no.
The D word.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so that's why you chose this mini lesson, because you keep hearing them saying
Mm-hmm.
that I'm done, when you really know
Right.
there's so much more to writing. Okay, good. So your primary goal would be what, do you think?
Just to help them understand what revision really is. That it's
Mhm.
not about capitals or punctuation. It's about changing words
right.
or changing how it sounds to you, especially because we're just looking at alliteration as a technique.
Right. Because it's such a big topic to talk about, I know. So what do you want me to focus on when I'm watching you
I
today?
think just to help me at this stage in the year, how I can get them doing more, because it's just
Yeah.
so little time spent writing right now. And I think they've done a really good job, like when it's time to put in seeds in their writer's notebooks, but as soon as they have to do something that's like a project, it's almost like, well, I'm just going to write, I like it like this. So just ways to maybe get more out of them, if
Okay.
that's possible.
Or
That's
like
okay.
maybe own their writing too. So
Mhm.
they're like, it's not just an assignment where they're like,
Right.
okay, well, that's what you asked me to do, but to really like find what
Be
they
proud
can,
of it,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Okay. So what do you think their strengths are in writing right now? Like you said, you mentioned they're good at doing seeds.
Yeah. I think we're definitely at a point now where they're comfortable with the routine of Writer's Workshop.
Okay.
Took me a month.
Yeah.
Honestly, it took a month to get them writing and realizing that we can write without talking to our neighbors.
Yes.
And that share time will happen at the end. So you will get to share it. Don't worry, because I think they were excited to share what they had.
Yeah.
So I think that's a big strength. The routines are definitely there.
Okay.
And I think also more kids are sharing, so they're becoming more comfortable with each other.
Mhm.
Where in the beginning it was a lot of pass, I want to pass, and that
Mhm.
makes me sad because I want them all to share.
Yeah. So they're safe in their community now.
I think so.
Yeah, that's really good. So is there anything else that you want me to know, or before I come in, or
I'm not
look
sure.
for?
I think I told you a lot. So.
Yeah, I know.
No,
I was
you're-
like, is there anything else?
No.
Did I not ask a
I don't
question?
think so.
Okay.
Yeah, just keep an eye on like certain writers for me, so I can identify who they are that
Yeah.
are just reluctant. I know who they are.
Yeah.
But how I can get to them more. I think I'm going to for sure pull a small group today
Okay.
that's struggling with just the whole idea of this project. So
Okay.
So,
So
yeah.
what is the project?
we took The Z Was Zapped by Chris Van Allsburg,
Okay.
and they absolutely went crazy during it.
What was the name of the
guessing.
book?
It's The Z Was Zapped. It's totally
See,
awesome.
was that?
It's up here.
I don't know if I know that one.
It's amazing. Oh my gosh.
I love Chris
You
Van
would love it.
Allsburg.
Yeah. So each something's happening to each letter.
Oh,
And
I
it doesn't
did
tell
see
you
this
until the
one
next
time.
one. So each time they were just screaming out words like the E was evaporating and the F was flattened, and so it's really cool.
That's
and they
really
come up with
cool.
more than what is really what he like. This one was just the G was starting to grow,
Yeah.
and they came up with all these other different words. So I thought, how cool is that, you guys? Let's make our own. Let's just try
Yeah.
it out. So they have all
descriptive
this
words
yes.
for each letter.
Mhm.
How cool!
And we
I've never
noticed
seen that.
he uses alliteration a bunch of times.
That is the coolest book.
Yeah, it's a really neat one. So we were trying to try out alliteration for one thing is the goal of the project, but also
Okay.
just to think about word choice and how it becomes more powerful.
So they're writing, could they write about anything from their notebook? Was it like open?
Yeah, they just wrote the whole alphabet and came up with as many as they could.
Oh, okay.
And then they picked their last week we picked our top 3 or 5, between 3 and 5 that we really liked. And they put them on green paper, and now we're going to just totally add more, hopefully change some things. I just kind of want to see them manipulating what they've done.
Yeah, so it's like an informational piece almost?
Kind of, I guess. Yeah. It's not really, I don't know what genre this book is either. We were trying to think of that, but it's kind of a goofy one.
Yeah, it is goofy. Maybe fantasy, because you can't really zap a Z, but then that's literal. Right. If it's about, that would be tricky.
Yeah, it's a cool book though.
That is real. I'm gonna have to steal it, and it's in our library. Awesome.
Yes.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm excited to come in. Do you mind if I conference with kids too?
No,
maybe?
that would be awesome.
While that's what I've been doing in other rooms, kind of seeing who really isn't getting started. I kind of target them.
That would be awesome.
You know.
Yeah, the more people, the better.
Because lots of classes have been starting their first rough drafts right now. Like last week, I saw 6 people launch the idea of a rough draft, which is really cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
So that was fun. So,
good.
Okay, cool. I'm excited.
All right.
Bye. Let's turn this bad boy off.
Bye.
See, I'm just going to walk over here for a second.